We are reviewing the 2023 general election, and today is the 10th meeting in 1 month since we started the review process on the 4th of July with our resident electoral commissioners. We met at state level with stakeholders, including our ad hoc and regular staff. We also met at the national level with our electoral officers and transport service providers. We met with the political parties, civil society organizations, some of the returning officers for the presidential election. We met with the media, security agencies, and again we met with the media executives from different parts of the country yesterday here in Lagos. And today we are meeting with our administrative secretaries from the different states of the Federation, specifically in respect of the upcoming off-cycle elections in 3 states, Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states. Yes, these elections will benefit from the review that we are undertaking right now, and that's why tomorrow we are going to meet with the resident electoral commissioners, administrative secretaries, the heads of operations departments of the 3 states, so that we can now see what more we need to do in readiness for the election. So we are getting ready for that. Not only that, there are also by-elections coming up. Already vacancies have been declared in 4 constituencies. Surulere 1 federal constituency in Lagos State. We have vacancy declared for Jalingo Yoro Zing federal constituency in Taraba State, the Chibok State constituency of Borno State, and the Chukun State constituency of Kaduna State. But based on what is happening at the National Assembly right now, with the screening of ministerial nominees, we have 4 potential by-elections because 2 senators and 2 members of the House of Representatives have been nominated for ministerial appointment. So if that is confirmed by the Senate, then it means that we are going to have 8 by-elections, barely 1 month after the inauguration of the National and State Assemblies. So as I keep saying, the election season in Nigeria does not end. We've just concluded the general elections. We have potentially 8 by-elections pending. We have 3 off-cycle governorship elections in the 3 states I mentioned earlier.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I thought after the 1 month today, since the commencement of our review meetings on the 2023 general election, you may recall that we had our first meeting with Rex on the 4th of July, followed in quick succession by state-level engagements involving our officials and ad hoc staff that served at the PU and lower levels of collation. At the national level, we met with the EOs and transport unions, the state collation officers for the presidential election and senatorial district collation officers, civil society organizations, political parties, the media, and security agencies. And only yesterday, we met with media executives across the states of the Federation. Today, it is my pleasure to join the Administrative Secretary of Lagos to welcome the heads of administration in our various state offices nationwide, and that is the Administrative Secretaries. You play a central role to election and electoral activities by your coordinating roles in the implementation of policy. Indeed, in the temporary absence of resident electoral commissioners in some states, you conducted by-elections, off-cycle governorship elections, and even the general election. Many of you have discharged your responsibilities effectively. We appreciate your dedication and commend your commitment. Yet, there are many areas that require rededication, commitment, improvement, and where necessary, outright sanctions on erring officials. The purpose of this meeting is to review the administration of the 2023 general election at state level, identify the many areas of strength with a view to consolidating on them, while identifying the weaknesses and to come up with actionable recommendations for improvement. The Commission headquarters in Abuja formulate policies while state offices implement them. There are basic election administration issues that Nigerians use as a yardstick to measure the Commission's efficiency. I'll mention some of them. First is the prompt commencement of polls at the appointed hour. To achieve this nationwide, we must get logistics right. We must secure the racks and super racks as staging posts for the effective deployment to polling units on election day. What were the obstacles to the full implementation of this arrangement? Did we have issues with the required number of vehicles and boats for road and maritime transportation? Have we, or did we rather activate the racks and the super racks as we should as staging posts for the prompt commencement of polls? Secondly, Nigerians rightly expect prompt and efficient service at polling units by well-trained officials, whether they are regular staff of the Commission or ad hoc. What are the issues you identified that mitigated against staff efficiency on election day? Is the problem one of recruitment and deployment of staff, or are there other issues that we need to address? Thirdly, the management of new technologies. What were the challenges encountered during voter registration and issuance of PVCs, redistribution of voters to polling units, media accreditation, the accreditation of polling and collation agents, and result management? Fourthly, security of facilities and personnel. What was the experience in the field, and what more can we do in this respect? Other detailed areas of discussions have been identified and itemized on the new agenda. I learned that there is a new agenda circulated, different from the ones earlier contained in the folder. They are itemized on the new agenda for this meeting, for which Professor Ila, the CTA to the chairman, will guide us on areas of discussion. Needless to add that you should frankly and candidly speak on all the issues I identified and all the issues on the agenda and more, because it is only by so doing that challenges encountered in the field can be addressed and gains made can be consolidated. Once again, I welcome you all to this meeting, and I thank you and God bless.